Congregation, Sony sanctimony has made a return. For thou art forsaking Sony. The Pope of PlayStation had to make a return. Because it seems like my children have lost their way. A couple of news stories come out. Everybody's ready to jump into the depths. The depths of the hellish Xbox. Everyone is ready just to abandon their faith. O ye of little faith, sit down. Come into the church of PlayStation and let me explain a couple of things to your dumb asses, okay? A couple of things to your dumb asses. I stopped making videos for this channel because the war was over. PlayStation had won the war. The war was done. God of War had dropped on the PlayStation 4. And that was it. It was over. There was nothing. There hadn't been anything. Xbox had no answers for God of War. They had no answers for Horizon. They had no answers for Days Gone. They had no answers for Spider-Man. They had no answers for Detroit. They had no answers for Persona 5. They had no answers for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And they had no answers for VR. There was nothing. Xbox influencers changed to PlayStation influencers. The war was over. It was done. The war was done. You still had a couple of cats that were like a couple, those Japanese dudes on the islands at the end of World War II. They hadn't got the radio signals to tell them to surrender. Like, the war is over, bro. It's over. So just lay down your arms and pick up a PlayStation controller. So Xbox threw in the towel and they announced a new console. And somehow people thought that the war was back on. Oh, it's a new console. The war is back on. It's another war. The war is back. But this is just typical Xbox, right? Announce lots of hardware, tons of hardware. Don't ever put out any games that anybody wants. Fucking delay games forever. Cancel every single game. All right, here we go. Right? This is Xbox, right? There's still no games. Like, there's all this news that I haven't even gotten to. And none of them are games. None of the news is games. I mean, listen, war is hard. This is the craziest part. I've seen so many people that don't even understand what the war was about. People think it was about having exclusives that weren't on PC and this and that. It's about the games. What games are on the console? What games do I play when I have the console? That's it. So let's go on. The new consoles were announced. PlayStation 5, some new Xbox 2X, right? They announced the Xbox 2X. So the Xbots who were just, there's a lot of fakes. There's like a lot of fake Sony fans. Like, you know how like when America won, when Russia won World War II and America came in and just hired up a bunch of Nazis and just put like fucking red, white, and blue coats on them. And like, there was a lot of dudes in the PlayStation community that were like that. There's still a lot of dudes. They're just waiting for their chance to go back to Xbox. There's still no reason to go back to Xbox. But these people are just waiting in the wings, like, just to try to start an uprising, right? You get a little January 6th uprisings every now and then, but bro, it's over. It's over, okay? It's just a couple of quacks that think they could try to make an uproar and get someone to do something, but no, it's the war is done. You lost the war years ago, and you're still fighting it. It's done, guys. It's done. So these Xbox started jumping ship. We'll go, I'm going to go buy this new Xbox. Let's go buy the new Xbox. There's going to be a new Halo, a new Forza, is there a new Gears? There's no new Gears. So it's just Halo and Forza. There's a new Halo and a new Forza. I got to go buy the Xbox, right? Because they're like triple titles aren't even there anymore, right? None of their other none of that other shit panned out. So Gears 5 was out, but I mean, maybe we'll get a Gears, right? But there's definitely a Forza. There's definitely a Halo. Halo got pushed back a million times. It comes out, and they put a grappling hook in it, and it's the only they made this entire game. Everyone played watched the original trailers of it. They thought it was awful. All they had to do was add a grappling hook. So just thank Just Cause, thank Uncharted, thank all the games before you, thanks Iggy's Wrecking Balls. That's what Xbox did to Halo. They made it more like Iggy's Wrecking Balls. and somehow there's still a war. There's still a war. There's still a war happening. There's still a war, right? There's still a war. Coronaviruses came in and just destroyed everything. So somehow there's still a war because everything got pushed back. Everything that Microsoft was making, they weren't making anything, so nothing came out, so they didn't look bad. Right on the PlayStation side, you see, oh, game delayed, game delayed, game delayed, game delayed. On Xbox side, you see there's no news of remark. Nothing to remark about any Xbox titles. So Xbox just Game Pass numbers, super quiet. Hey dog, we don't got no games. So PPP loans start coming out, right? Who gets a big ass PPP loan? Microsoft. What do they do with it? They buy Bethesda, right? Okay, we'll get $7 fucking billion, and we'll buy Bethesda with our PPP loan. So Microsoft has Bethesda, and with that comes a game that finally releases under Phil Spencer's tutelage, Deathloop, a PlayStation exclusive. So Microsoft is putting out more PlayStation games than they are Xbox games at this point. Right? I think we got a Minecraft and a Deathloop. Like, yeah, that's Halo, Forza, Minecraft, Deathloop. That's 2 games, boy. That's all you got. Now, all this time, mind you, we're over here on PlayStation just playing fucking bangers, right? We got Days Gone. It's a fucking banger. Fuck what you heard. Days Gone is a banger. If you don't believe me, go ask the guys on PC. They fucking love it. They're playing the shit out of it, okay? We got Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a banger. God of War, of course. Fucking banger. Fucking The Last of Us 2. Fucking banger, right? Returnal. Fucking banger. We got all kinds of Spider-Mans. Just ray-traced Spider-Man. And then a whole bunch of other just like redos of bangers that with Demon Souls, right? Banger. Just so many bangers dropping. And there's some games that are just good dropping on PlayStation, right? We're just getting games over and over and over again. We're getting games and games and games. We're getting things to play, right? Cats on Xbox, they're over there playing Movie Pass games, right? Playing Movie Pass games. They're still subbed for Movie Pass because they forgot to cancel it, right? They're playing Outriders. They're playing Back 4 Blood, right? They're just playing like third-party games that are broken at launch and don't work. Like, that's what you get for Movie Pass, right? For Xbox Movie Pass. So fuck all that. I'm just talking about just history, right? It's just over. Shit was over. Shit been over. There wasn't really anything to say. Probably up until today, right? And it is just the same thing. It's the same thing that happens every day. It happened in 2008, happened in 2013, happened in 2018. It's happening again. Microsoft buys Activision Blizzard. Congratulations. You bought a company that's known for that literally is gutted. They gutted the entire company because all of the people who made the game were fucking sexual harassers. Now they're out of the companies, right? All the leads of the game, all of the people who know how the game works, who knows how to design everything, they're all gone because they couldn't keep their fucking, they couldn't keep their hands in to themselves. They couldn't stop making disgusting comments about other people. Like they're just, they're perverts. It's a company full of perverts, right? So Microsoft's like, hey, well, that seems like it'll fit nice into the Xbox family. So let's buy in. And they finally got a good game. They finally got a good franchise out of this deal. $67 billion to get Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I mean, this maybe not such a bad acquisition. Now, anybody who knows me knows I'm a Call of Duty fan. I play Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty. Call of Duty is great. It's fun. It's fun. You get to shoot people. There's lots of leveling up. The leveling up is great. The controls are great. Shooting is great. Right? The competition, the variety. It's fun. Vanguard, on the other hand, is taking the route of Call of Duty Ghost. It's one of those Call of Duties that kind of came out in between a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit going on. Also, a lot of motherfuckers are on strike because Activision is a terrible company. They're just terrible, right? We all know that. We know Activision's terrible. I defend Activision a lot, but Activision does do some terrible shit, and it's not the way that they make Call of Duty. That's not the terrible things that Activision does. The terrible things that Activision does is to unions, and it's to their fucking employees, okay? It is to the women that work there, and it's to the people that work there that don't have the highest salaries. That's what's going on at Activision, okay? So they grabbed Call of Duty, right? I mean, I don't know. Is this news? Why is this? I guess it's news. Right? Microsoft is just going to put their names on things because they don't know how to make it. Like, Microsoft has never been able to make good games. Right? They're not making good games. So now they're just buying games. And we know from the last time the last couple of rounds of, didn't I make a video about this? They buy studios every 4 years. They have so much money from Azure that they can just buy as many studios as they possibly want and then just run them into the ground. Run them entirely into the fucking ground. Either that or just sideline them, right? What about the last studios they bought? What happened to NXile? What is NXile making right now? What are they making? What do they have coming out? Nothing. The game they have coming out got canceled. You know why? Xbox. What is Ninja Theory doing? They're making Hellblade. I guess that game's coming. Does Hellblade does that game have a release date? Is that game ever fucking coming out? Ever? Is it ever coming out? When is it coming out? It's TBA. So you know, maybe they gotta add a grappling hook to it to make it fun. I don't know how long it's gonna take them to add a grappling hook to Senua's Sacrifice, but it's coming. Because what else are they gonna do? They bought Compulsion Games, which was a terrible, buying Compulsion Games was terrible. They're terrible. They have We Happy Few in contrast. Those games are awful. They're awful games. We Happy Few had a good trailer. The game came out. It was fucking terrible. So, who's left? Obsidian, right? We got Obsidian. They're making fucking Space Fallout 2. Yeah, right? Space Fallout 2 to be determined. TBA. When's that coming out? Who knows, right? They bought these companies 4 years ago, and people were excited. People were telling me that Xbox is coming back when they bought these 4 studios. There's nothing. These 4 studios haven't produced anything. There's absolutely fucking nothing. Okay? Undead Labs, what is Undead Labs doing? They're making State of Decay 3. No one wants this. Who wants State of Decay 3? There's probably about 60K people that's gonna buy State of Decay 3, right? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. See, this is the thing. You have Xbox Movie Pass. You can make as many crap games as you want because it doesn't matter if the games are good or not. It's just how many games you have, right? Ooh, look, State of Decay 3 is coming out day 1 on Movie Pass. Fucking pay the $15. Pay it. The only studio that they were able to even buy that was able to put out a game in four years of them buying them was Tim Schafer at Double Fine. Okay, Tim Schafer is a veteran game developer. You give him the money, he'll make a game. It'll be subpar, but he'll do it. And he did it. But I mean, out of all of those acquisitions, that's what we got. You got 5 companies. They made 1 game for you. And the rest of them are TBA or not announced in 5 years. Is this this is what's gonna happen again? We'll get Call of Duty next year. We might not get a Call of Duty 2024. We might not get anything ever again. We'll get an Overwatch 2 probably. It's gonna suck. And that's it. That's it, right? Microsoft is gonna take Sledgehammer and Beanox and Neversoft and Treyarch and Infinity War and then make them make a bunch of games that don't matter and then cancel them. Like, mark my motherfucking words right the fuck now. Okay? 2022. Mark my motherfucking words. Treyarch, Infinity War, they're just gonna put out a bunch of fucking bullshit from now on. Right? That's it. Bunch of fucking bullshit. Get whatever the fuck you have out and get it on Game Pass right the fuck now. I forgot to mention. Let's go through this Bethesda game deal too, right? Let's go through them because I haven't gone through them yet. They got 7 studios out of that. Machine Games. They're terrible, right? Like they made one good Wolfenstein. They got id Software was good, but it doesn't have John Carmack anymore, so id Software is nothing. It's just a bunch of shitty game developers with no actual lead tech guy that knows what the fuck's going on. Then I mean, so what do Tango Gameworks? I guess Shinji Mikami. Shinji Mikami is dope, but they don't let Shinji Mikami do what Shinji Mikami wants to do, right? They made The Evil Within. It was subpar. Shinji Mikami didn't get to finish his vision. Then they made The Evil Within 2. Shinji Mikami wasn't even on it, and it was awful. So this new Activision acquisition, all it means is the same thing, right? We might not get a Call of Duty forever, right? I mean, Activision already had 7 studios working on Call of Duty. What do you think Microsoft is going to do with them? They don't even know what they're doing with Bethesda Studios yet. The studios they bought in 2018 don't even have finished games yet. How is Phil Spencer, let's all be honest, let's just be for real here. How is Phil Spencer supposed to oversee these 13 studios that haven't put out a fucking game? How is he doing it? It's not, the thing is, it doesn't matter how he does it, because the quality of the games doesn't matter. As long as they come out and their names and they're on Movie Pass, they'll sell Movie Pass, and idiots will buy Movie Pass. I mean, okay, you could do that. You can buy Movie Pass and play old subpar broken games that no one's on, right? While everyone plays them on Steam in a totally different ecosystem where you can't even. That's not even crossplay at launch, right? It's not going to be crossplay. You're going to be playing Call of Duty by yourself because they're not going to make it exclusive, right? They're still going to put Call of Duty out on Steam. They're still going to put it out on PlayStation, and that's where people are going to play it. But geesh, you think Call of Duty's broken now, right? Holy shit. You're going to have challenge skips? That's what they're going to add? Halo, like the big thing with Halo Online, they added challenge skips. That's how they make money. They give you shitty challenges, then you have to pay to change the challenges so you don't have to do them. That's what you guys want for your Call of Duty? This is what you want in your Fallout? Shitty game mechanics that you pay to not have to play? Okay. Keep telling me there's a war. There's a war. There's still some kind of war. People are telling me there's still a war. There's a war because people don't have PS5s. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't have a PS5, it's because you don't deserve one.